Oh, such a clutch off-season pickup, Dave.
I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
I meant those blackout motorized shades.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. I installed these and then got some for my mom. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Hall of Fame son.
They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Blinds.com is the GOAT.
Visit Blinds.com now for up to 50% off with minimum purchase plus a free professional measure. Rules and restrictions apply.
Harry Styles, Aperture, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, it is an evening out in the cold. You know, there's supposed to be a big old fucking snowstorm happening and all that type of shit. But, you know, I'm here sitting up here and talking about some damn Harry Styles. Now, I honestly thought this song was going to drop, you know, around 11 p.m. That's usually the time where all the new music comes out. And then, of course, I'm on Twitter, and then I see, well, shit, this song's already fucking out. It just dropped like 30 minutes ago. So we might as well do a little bit of an evening episode. This is going to come out pretty, you know, around the usual time I upload, you know, the podcast episodes. But it's going to be around that time. And we have a 5-minute song from Harry Styles. This is his big return. He's also announced a whole ass album the next month. I think so. I think it's next month. I don't really remember. Now, what am I expecting from a Harry Styles song? The guy who's made fucking, you know, watermelon sugar? Like, there's not much to really expect from this type of fucking music. But I don't know. I was maybe expecting a little bit more of a fucking song. But let's just get into it. Let's talk about it. Starting off with this beat. Now, I do like the build-up. I really do. You know, I like build-up of instrumentals, you know, when you have a, you know, kind of more of a dubstep type beat, like this, like, synth-wavy dubstep type beat. You got all these elements really building up. I do like that, you know. I like it when you can add maybe some guitar, some really nice synths that go fucking crazy. One of the things that I do like about this song is the bass. You know, the 808s actually sound really fucking good. Now, what I don't like is the fact that, you know, there's this real stringy-ass guitar that is in this song, and it comes in the middle of it. You know, you don't hear it in the beginning. You know, you have the piano, you have the keys, you have the dubstep-type sound. For anybody saying this sounds like some, like, fresh new song, no, it fucking doesn't. This sounds like every other fucking dubstep song that I've ever heard in my goddamn life. But there is something that sets this song apart, and it's this stringy-ass guitar that sounds grating to the fucking ears. Every time this fucking loop comes on, it, like, hurts my fucking ears to listen to. Like, that's how bad it fucking sounds. And I can't believe in the big 2020 fucking 6, I mean, we're in 2026, and you can't even have no beat switches, you can't have no fucking, you know, the bass switching up. All I get is a shitty-ass guitar sound that fucking hurts my damn ears listening to it. Like, is that what's so groundbreaking about this song? It just blows my mind of how ass this fucking song sounds and how, like, shitty the bass. I think the worst thing about this song is that, you know, you have some shitty-ass guitar, you know, that's placed throughout this whole entire 5-minute beat. And when you're dropping a 5-minute song, maybe have some switch-ups, maybe have some, you know, things that really set it apart. You know, it doesn't make it feel like the same-ass song that's looping over and over and over again. But then I listen to this song, and it's just the same shit, you know, the same bass that, you know, I guess sounds alright. It's, like, really bumpy. It has a nice synth, like, 808 vibe to it. I like the bass. But I don't really like, you know, the drums or the
This episode is brought to you by FX's The Beauty Official Podcast. Join host Evan Ross Katz on the official podcast for FX's hottest new series, The Beauty, taking you behind the scenes with its amazing stars as they discuss the show's most jaw-dropping moments. Featuring Evan Peters, Anthony Ramos, Jeremy Pope, Ashton Kutcher, Rebecca Hall, Bella Hadid, Meghan Trainor, Isabella Rossellini, Jessica Alexander, and Ari Grainer. Search FX's The Beauty wherever you listen to podcasts.
The lack of these damn drums. There's no, like, drums in this song at all. And this is supposed to be like a fucking dubstep, like, house-type song. Where is the production? Why does the production feel so hollow to listen to? It feels like, you know, nothing. And that's just the instrumental. You know, you're sitting here wondering, you know, is there much to this beat? Does this beat even switch up? Well, it fucking doesn't. And that's just the beat. Once we get into the damn song, man, it gets even more boring to listen to. I'm just kind of shocked how, you know, this is supposed to be a big comeback single. And when you listen to a song, when an artist says this is like a big comeback single, I'm expecting just a little bit more, you know, just a tad bit more instead of a 5-minute song that constantly just loops around. You know, recently, last year, I listened to a song, you know, a few months ago, you know, in the 2025 time that had this kind of similar vibe, you know, where it just kind of, you know, had a verse and then the hook loops for the entire 5-minute song. What in the fuck? How in 2026, a year later, I'm about to be complaining about the same fucking shit again? And it's a different artist. It's not even the same artist, but it's the same fucking formula. So you have a verse that sounds god-awful to listen to. The vocals are so bad. And there's little moments. There's little moments where you're like, okay, this actually sounds good. This actually sounds really nice. Where are more of those moments? Where are those moments where the vocals actually sound good? I'm listening to a song that sounds fucking shitty. The vocals sound very robotic, very ass to listen to. The way they're structured, too. The flow is like the same flow, and the same flow as the hook, and the same flow as the second verse. So, all these different elements sound the exact same, have no switch-ups, no nothing to really set the vocals apart, to really set the hook apart. It is just the same shit, over and over and over fucking again. Like, you can't even make this up. And I just hate how it just sounds the same. Like, this is a 5-minute song. You can't tell me you can't add any switch-ups, maybe add a different verse. At least when you get to the second verse, maybe at least have a vocal switch-up to really set it apart. You know, I listen to this and I'm just like, what am I missing here? How is this, like, groundbreaking? How is this new? How is this adding any fucking thing to 2026? How is this, you know, making a comeback single? This shit sounds ass. I'm so glad I didn't have to wait till 11 p.m. to hear this fucking song, because this song is not worth waiting for. I mean, goddamn, how are we just recycling the same verse, the same hook, the same style of house synth fucking beats? How are we recycling every fucking element and not even adding the bare minimum of switch-ups, adding the bare minimum of flow switches, adding the bare minimum of maybe a vocal switch-up to keep the track fresh? It is just a 5-minute song of just constant looping and looping and looping. Like, how does that make any fucking sense to listen to? You know, I'm expecting maybe something that doesn't sound so basic, so fucking ass, and it just sounds fucking ass. No, I'm really trying to give this song a chance. I really did. You know, I put my headphones on. I was really to dive into this song. And all I'm getting is just a hollow-sounding house dubstep song. You know, there's nothing that switches it up. I can listen to 1,000 songs that sound the exact same as this shit. I just really wish, you know, if you're going to have a comeback single, you know, actually deliver on that front. Not this, like, half-ass baked song. And, you know, it's just like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars dropped a new song. You know, maybe expecting something a little bit different, a little bit more nicer to listen to. You know, maybe, you know, take it on a different level than what I've heard from Silk Sonic. And no.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So our orders get all backed up. We're drowning in paperwork, then actually drowning. Carol is fighting off sharks with a stapler, and pirates are pillaging the office copier, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant goes beyond the resume, using unique insights to deliver a smarter shortlist. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Oh, we're just recycling what Silk Sonic did, but it's now just Bruno Mars by himself. Never listened to a Harry Styles song, so I can't say, this is his music just recycled again and again and again, so I won't say that. But what I heard today, what I hear from this song right here, Harry Styles' Aperture, is a really basic-ass dubstep beat, a really basic-ass beginning verse, a really basic hook that gets looped constantly through the whole entire 5-minute song. That's not good to listen to, in my opinion. That is not doing enough. That is making me have to force myself to get through this whole entire song when this shit sounds absolutely horrible. The vocals, the vocal performance, the singing, sounds like I'm listening to like an alien, like try to fucking alien coming down from fucking Mars talking to me. Like that's what it sounds like. It's just like mind-blowing how ass this fucking song sounds. I guess I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess I expected just a little bit better of a song to listen to. Not a song that just sounds bad. The mixing doesn't sound that good. The vocals don't sound that good. The beat doesn't sound that good. Overall, I'm just going to have to give this song like an easy 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, guys. What'd y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode, guys. It means a lot to me. And hey, I had a bad time listening to this new Harry Styles song, but maybe the album's better. Maybe, there's better tracks on the album that comes out. So I'll keep my opinions, to just this song. We'll see if, Harry Styles can drop a better track. I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.